Hi, Drew. Hi, Yvonne. So going forward, what we really want to focus on is the ABE General Math Basics. And so it's going to be set up in a similar, predictable way just to retool ABE for our students, okay? So you can go ahead and put the times that you're going to meet and your teacher information here, totally fine. Feel free to put something there, whatever you need to do. We're going to add students to this class. There's a hello unit that you all requested. So syllabus, setting goals, finding my way around the internet, what is Play-Doh, right? What is the Burlington Library, finding my calendar and my weekly schedule. So it's really important that we keep this same structure. So I noticed that you really enjoy these number power PDFs. I know it gives you comfort, and that's fine going forward. So again, we need to have a monthly calendar. We need to have an idea here, which really sets the students up for success. So if I'm a math only student and I'm studying numbers 1 or numbers 2 or whatever I'm studying, whatever you're having me study, it's really important that we have these times down and everything's really secure, right? It's really going to be important that the students have a sense of when and if we ever come back. What are my times? What am I studying? Where do I go? I'm always going to have a calendar. We did last year too. So for some reason, it's just really, really confusing to the students and very loosey-goosey. They don't really understand what's happening and where they can go to find it. So again, what's going to be here is an introduction. If I'm a new student, we really want them to get oriented to this way of learning. And so there's videos, what to expect. And then if you really want them to use Number Power Book 1, they can click on that. If you want them to use Number Power Book 2, they can click on that. And if you want them to use Number Power Book 3, it'll be in there too. So they can always find those in their modules. Those are always going to be there for them. So if you're having them work on Number Power Book 1 in the PDF, you can give them directions in their week 1 assignment, week 1 assignments and lessons, so the week calendar. So if I was going to go in here, the first thing I would do is to try to edit for the math, right? So if I'm having my reading and writing, I'm going to have my week calendar from January 5 through the 8th, okay? So that if I'm a student, that's going to jump out at me. It's going to jump out. I'll be able to see it straight away, right? And so the first thing I do as a student, if I click in there, I'm going to see this right away, Monday, right? So Monday, I already know, I just go to my edit. So if I'm a teacher, this is what I can do every day. Super, really, really, really easy, right? I can go, this is teacher work day. No school, no class. Okay, really easy. Tuesday, what we really want them to do is go to the numbers book, right? Numbers PDF, pages. Okay, and we're going to go look there. It's in the module. And we'll have some assignments there. And it'll say, do the assignment. All right. So if I say, work on the assignment, practice assignments. And then we're going to have them go to the Edmentum lesson. So even though you love that PDF, there's an Edmentum lesson, and I'll show you where that can be, how that can be added here so that it's really clear for the students. It's really going to be clear, right? Super important. All right. So then we're going to save it. All right. So if I'm a student, I can find what I need to do. It's really going to be easy for me. I arrive. Did I already do this for my other class? Yes, I did. All right. So can I do it again here? Sure, I can do it again. Or I can say, sometimes I have only math students and they're not doing reading and writing. So if I have a standalone math student, they'll be in this course, right? If the students are doing both, you can say, turn it in for one or the other. It's up to you, in reading and writing or this one. So first of all, I need to backward plan as a teacher, and I need to think about what I'm doing to build their coursework, right? And then I also need for them to do some workforce readiness. That's part of what we do as workforce readiness. So if I'm coming in here and even though I'm doing math, I still have to get them oriented to the workforce readiness, right? So I'll go into workforce readiness in Burlington. And there's a lot of new jobs, new job vocabulary, which will also help for ABE students. It's called English for Specific Careers, and there's word lists and courses. So that's new. I'm going to let you to explore by yourself, right? So one thing I could do is vocabulary practice. I could have them prepare for the CASAS to do math, right? I can have them work on that. So that's one thing we can do. We can look in here and say lesson practice, in-class lessons, okay? And then when you're back, you can kind of go over that with them. You can decide to go over that with them. So you can go over rental application or employee application or a pay stub, which is related to math, right? So I can click on that. And right now it's just giving me some static on the pay stub, final practice. It looks like that's unlocked. So if I go to this reading, and it looks like they're still working on it, so that's fine. It doesn't bother me in the least. I'm not worried about it at all. I would just go back to my home page. So every week, this is what I should be doing. This is how I should be planning, okay? To focus on their soft skills, should definitely be working on this every single day, okay? And since you're gonna have a lot of new students, what we should do is talk about my career pathway and my background, okay? Talking about that. It's very important, right? So I'm going to take this one right here and I'm going to highlight it. And I'm going to save. Then I would add the picture into my lesson, the Burlington lesson. And I would say, I would just use my writing tools. And I would say, January, the week of 5 through 8, on Tuesday, we had no class Monday, Tuesday, career path, Wednesday, my background. Just because we have a teacher work day on Wednesday doesn't mean they don't work. They work. That's how we clock their hours. Thursday, my personality and skills, and Friday, F. So you're going to have new students, and we have to give them the same attention we gave students in September. And we can't just throw them in and have them waffle about. We have to have a concrete system. And it's really important that we address workforce readiness skills and math. Okay, every week, each and every week. So then my Burlington lesson is taken care of. I don't have to waffle about. They can see it's very concrete. They know exactly where to go. They know what to do. They can find it, they can click on it, and they can complete it to clock their hours. Okay, so then the next thing I want to do is go into my Edmentum lesson, right? So when I look at my weeks, it's really easy as a student to see what I need to do, really easy. So I have to make sure that I put it on my class here, my workforce readiness lesson, okay? The workforce readiness, practice assignments, and here, Burlington, career Math practice. Math is in every single one, every one of all of our jobs today uses math. So it's really important to let students know that, right? I'm sure you know that already. All I would do is copy and paste this into every single one of my columns so that the students know every day it's the same thing. I'm going to have to do this every day. Okay, so this is a teacher work day. Zoom. Okay. So that's really important. So then I have that and I save it. And now I have to go find my Edmentum lessons. Okay. So again, what I would do is I would carry on here. Remember, you're going to go in and create numbers practice. You're going to give them a very limited date. Okay. We're not going to leave it as open. We're not going to have it unlocked forever. We're going to give them one attempt and we're going to assign it to all the learners or just some of the learners. Okay. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and find the math basics. Okay. We're going to go in here and find the numbers math. It's really important that you're able to do this. Okay. So what we want to do is go back in time. Maybe we can aim for 8th grade math. Sometimes we can go down even further. Okay. So sometimes 4th grade math or 5th grade fractions algebra math is really important for us to get the mathematics series straight curve. So I'm going to expand that. And what that'll give me is a bunch of different things for grade 6, some basics. Okay. It starts to get me, get my mind prompted for decimals and fractions here. So what I'm going to do is be really selective. This is based directly on the numbers book. Okay. Adding decimals, subtracting, working on money. So what I would do is I'm going to drag this over and I'm only planning for a week of work. That's what I'm planning for. So I'm going to be very selective. Okay, go over here, drag this over so there's no confusion, right? Because there seems to be a lot of confusion. Oh my gosh, there's so much to do. I don't know how to do it. And as a bonus, if they get through all of this as a bonus, I'm going to give them some things to measure temperature. Okay, I'm going to give them something to bring into the real world. Okay, and this might be a really good way for them to remember some things. Okay, as a bonus. That'll be my bonus. So how do I show this to the students? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go create assignment. And the next thing I'm going to do, this will be numbers practice right here. Okay, I'm going to edit the assignment. And I'm going to add all the students. They're all going to get added. Okay, and now I'm going to go Windows Shift S, and I'm going to take a picture of this like that. Okay, and a window is going to pop up over here. And so what I'll do here is I will give them something to work on. So on Tuesday, what I want you to do is work on that. And then I want you to work on that. I can clock your hours and I can see that. Wednesday, I want you to work on this. Okay. Thursday, I want you to work on this. Okay. How am I doing that? I click the pencil at the top and I put that in there. And Friday's a bonus. You might get to this, you might not. But it's reviewing things so that if they get it, they'll know it on the test, right? So this will be ABE Math, and I'll put the dates so I don't get confused, right? January 5 through 8. All right, really crisp, really easy to understand as a student, right? How do I get that? How did I get that in my Canvas? How do I do that? I'm going to go back to my calendar. I'm going to see it right here, right? Burlington Math. So I got to go to my module and I have to find my Burlington lesson, right? I have to go see where that is. So here's my Burlington. Oh, Edmentum, sorry. We just did Burlington. So let me go to my Edmentum lesson. Great. I'm going to click on Edit. I'm going to go ahead and add a picture. Canvas, my files, upload file. And then it'll open up this for me, right? It's going to open it up. Okay. So I'm going to look here and see my picture that I just took a picture of, ABE Math. There it is. Boom. Put it right in there. Scroll down, update. There it is for them to see. Big, bright, bold. It's right there for them. No worries, no terrifyingness, right? I don't have to worry at all. So right here, the first thing I would do is say, sign in to Edmentum. Go to Flex Assignments. Do the lesson for each day. T equals Tuesday. See, I'm training them in my code as a teacher. W equals Wednesday, right? And even though you love the PDF, this is exactly the PDF. The PDF has more examples. We can use that. Sure, why not? But you have to create an assignment for them in Canvas in order to use that PDF, right? Thursday equals Thursday, and so on. Right? Easy enough. All right. This is how I'll clock your hours. This work must be done by Saturday at 3 p.m. Give them a time. They need structure. It's too loose right now. They can't take 2 years to do this. They can't take 2 years to do decimals, right? So there's my Edmentum lesson. It's really crystal clear. They don't have 42 lessons to choose from. Super duper easy. And we move on. So that's math, okay? I'm going to send this to you and Yvonne, Drew and Yvonne, so you can kind of understand the ABE Math Basics, okay? So ABE students should be enrolled in both of those Canvas courses, okay? If you want to, of course, you can go online and find a Khan Academy lesson. Now, I saw you did that here. You started to say, oh, well, I can find a Khan Academy. Sure you can. Easy breezy. You just go to YouTube. I have a ton of Khan Academy resources. You just type in Khan Academy. Everything comes up. Okay, you can subscribe, obviously, to Khan Academy, adding and subtracting fractions. Okay, so if you really want them to start that, right, you can share it. You can copy that, get that copy, and you're going to go back into your lesson plan. I'm going to add this here, adding and subtracting fractions. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and embed it. Oh, I guess I could just add it here. All right, then I go down here. And so what I want them to do, right, is submit an assignment, right? I want them to write about this in some way. I want them to take notes. Copy the answers into your notebook. Show me your work. So how can they do that? All they have to do is use the media file, hold their notebook up to the camera, and then they'll be able to submit their work to you when they're done. It's limited, and they just turn in that assignment, save and publish. Okay? All right. So that's math. Okay, Drew, if you need help, I'm happy to help you, show you more curriculum ideas. Please use this structure. Please use this structure. There's a Hello Class unit, and then each week there's a calendar, a Burlington lesson for workforce readiness, Edmentum, and then if you want, a Khan Academy lesson. You don't have to. Okay, there's Number Power Book 1. So if you want to create another assignment and say, go to Number Power Book 1, the students will have to download this. You can say on page 40, I mean, it's huge. This is like 500 pages. So, I mean, obviously they have to download it first. You can say do pages 5 through 18, write the answers in your notebook, show me your work. So you'd have to create an assignment that said Number Power Book 1, assignment 1 for week January 5 through 8. Be very specific. It can't be loosey-goosey. It has to be very, very, very tight. Okay, so I hope that helps reboot the ABE class. Please use this structure from now on. Thank you.